So Bitcoin is flat today, but we do have a breaking news story that you need to know about, and it has to do with Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy. Of course, Michael Saylor, one of the biggest Bitcoin enthusiasts, recently just opened up the briefcase again. Yes, adding to his MicroStrategy position. We're going to talk about what this means, and we're also going to talk about some of the top institutional holders holding Bitcoin right now and what they've been doing recently. So if that sounds good, guys, smash the like button, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's jump in. So right now, Bitcoin's price, a little bit over 37,000. We have crossed over 38,000 here in the last week or so, but it's been pretty boring, which, sometimes boring is good. We're consolidating, we're kind of coiling up, getting ready for the next big run, and hopefully it's a positive one. We usually get a breakout or a breakdown anytime we see sideways action for a long period of time. And if you've been in crypto for a while, you guys know sideways action doesn't last forever. Usually we get some major breaking news. And maybe this could be the catalyst, guys. So MicroStrategy recently has purchased an additional 16,130 Bitcoin. That is wild. The price on that, just a mere 593 million at an average price of 36,785. So they obviously bought the dip here. We did get a little bit of a dip here in the last 24 hours, and they're obviously seasoned traders, right? So I'm sure they have algorithms and indicators and everything scheduled, ready to go. And I'm sure they bought the dip there, to acquire those 16,000 Bitcoin. By the way, I've got a trading indicator too. Links down below if you guys are interested in checking that out. But MicroStrategy now holds 174,530 Bitcoin purchased at an average price of just over 30,000. So they are in the green, right? And they've been buying pretty much for the past 2.5, 3 years, right? And they do the classic dollar cost averaging strategy. They buy during the dips. They pretty much buy in chunks when they do buy. And they were buying it 16,000, 20,000, but even 40,000, 45,000. But they buy more at those lower cost bases, right? So that way they can lower that average cost in the end. So Michael Saylor put a tweet out early this morning, already talking about it. MicroStrategy now holding, again, over 174,000 acquired for $5.28 billion, by the way. That's the cost that they have in it. Now let's talk about some of the top 10 Bitcoin holders, and in particular, actually the top 5 biggest institutional Bitcoin holders. This list does not include the United States and China, by the way. So interestingly enough, the United States is the 4th largest holder of Bitcoin. China, I believe, is number 5. That list is kind of fluctuating all the time. But the biggest institutional Bitcoin holders are MicroStrategy, number 1, and that number now 174,000 Bitcoin. They're up there by a landslide. Second place is Marathon Digital with just over 13,000 Bitcoin. Galaxy Digital, that is Mike Novogratz, of course, from Galaxy Digital. That's the guy that got burned on Luna, if you guys remember, Terra Luna. But he has said some things recently that were pretty bullish. I was just actually listening to a little podcast yesterday, and he said he thinks the bad actors are now out of crypto, kind of setting the stage for the next wave of institutional and retail investors. Always good to hear from him too. Tesla is the 4th largest, holding over 10,000 Bitcoin. Of course, Elon added a bunch of Bitcoin to the balance sheet within the last couple of years. He's actually sold off a good amount of Bitcoin. I believe they were number 2 there for a while. And then Coinbase. Coinbase is one of the largest, actually the largest cryptocurrency exchange, centralized exchange in the United States. They hold just shy of 10,000 Bitcoin. The reason for that, obviously, is they have to have a 1-to-1 backing on whatever their customers have out. They have to have that in order to, return to customers if and when they should sell. So those are kind of what we're looking at in terms of some of the biggest institutional Bitcoin holders. And we're always tracking this because it gives us a good idea, a good sentiment around where the market is. So the fact that MicroStrategy, the largest institutional Bitcoin holder, is buying here just under 37,000 helps us as retail investors, right? It gives us some insight, and that's why we pay attention to this. So appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think about this down below. Interact with this video. Let me know in the comment section if this means that we're getting ready to see a $40,000 Bitcoin Or do you think Michael Saylor's just crazy and he just buys at any price point? Let me know in the comment section below. We'll see you. Bye.